Hello and welcome to the D&D Grandma and the Family That Games Together podcast. For more about our history, please check us out on Twitter at D&D Grandma or on Facebook at The Family That Games Together. We hope you have as much fun listening to our story as we did creating it. Now, sit back and enjoy. Okay, we are back with our new series of episodes. Thank you everyone again for tuning in. First, a couple of minor announcements. This morning we broke 1,600 downloads, so that's pretty cool. December was actually our strongest month yet, over 600 downloads in December, which is pretty spectacular. For those of you who've been watching on Twitter, BetaCon is coming up right around the corner. Saturday, January 19th, the D&D Grandma and the Family That Games Together panel will be at 1 p.m. at the Days Inn in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So come check us out. Victoria's all Office fans will probably be very happy about the fact that it's in Scranton. I'm just really excited I get to go to Scranton. Yeah. Right. Also, Victoria and I will be a part of a panel called The Couples That Slay Together, along with Crimson and Val from Real Women of Gaming. And Phil and Robin Cole, esteemed author Robin L. Cole. That'll be at 6 p.m. where we'll just be discussing being married and playing D&D together. This is going to be a fun day. I'm sure. I'm sure my wife does. She has plenty to say.
I'm making notes all the time.
For those, also check out our Patreon, D&D Grandma at Patreon for our new tier rewards program. You could actually affect in-game, which I'll get to that in a minute, guys. You all have rewards that you're going to get. Everyone does. Due to Patreon donations. I want to give quick shout-outs to The Deck of Many, The Nerd Asylum, Lisa Hogue, I hope I said that right, Patricia McFarlane, Shedrick Pittman, and Tabletop Loot, all for donating. You get the once-a-month shout-out by name on stream, so thank you all so much. Don't know how you're listening to us right now, but just to let everyone know, you can find us on iTunes, Podbean, Google Music, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and CastBox. I've also heard we're on Pocket Casts. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Pocket Casts is, but if you found us there, awesome. Continue listening. However you got to us, thank you so much. Just like it, share it, rate it. Leave us ratings, retweet the links, it all supports and all helps us out. Okay, guys, due to Patreon donations, because now on Patreon, depending on how people donate, they can, based on how much they donate, they can give players what's called a luck point, which means it's essentially a re-roll on a D20. If you get a roll you don't like, you can re-roll it. There's a couple other ways luck points work. I'll go through that in a little bit. But first, I just want to say, everyone except Ember has 3 luck points today. Ember has 4.
Who's Ember?
I already threatened to kick your ass today. Don't make me.
So they're only good. They're only good for today. They will not carry over into next session.
They don't carry over?
They will not carry over into next session. Use them today or you lose them.
But now, is it almost like a lucky point? Or
it's a lucky point, yeah. Where if you roll a D20, you don't like the roll, you can re-roll it once.
And you have to take the second.
You have to take the second roll, and you have to wait for your next turn to use the next luck point, or your next roll to use.
Whoever has 3 can do it 3 times.
You can only do it once per turn. But you can do it 3 times today. You can do it 3 times today. Yes. The other way you can do it is if you have disadvantage on a roll. You can use a luck point to remove the disadvantage and just give yourself 1 roll.
Oh,
I like that.
If you get hit or if somebody makes a roll against you, you can use a luck point to make them re-roll.
Oh, like a lucky.
Like a lucky. Or if someone has advantage on you, you can use a luck point to take away their advantage.
Oh my God.
So it's 4 ways you can use a luck point. Okay, 4 different ways to use a luck point.
Okay, I was going to say because I have the great weapon.
It won't work on damage. It's D20 rolls only. Great weapon fighting works on your damage, not on your attack. This would be on D20 rolls only.
Okay.
But now that makes me think, maybe I could, in the future, find a way that donations will make you affect damage rolls. That could be fun. That gets stupid with a caster. So if you get creative, you can really put luck points to use.
Yeah.
But your luck points are only good for today. Okay, so if you don't use them today, they're gone.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So angry.
I gotta balance it somehow, woman. Or else you'll be sitting on luck points, and when we get to July, you've got like 30.
What?
So yeah, no.
Oh
that's-
yeah, you save them like
Yeah, exactly.
sick days.
Yeah, no.
You can take a month off.
They don't carry it.
right?
They don't carry over. You use them today, or
Carry
you don't use them.
That's fine.
So, last session, you guys cleared out Talbot House. You met a new ally, going by a halfling rogue by the name of Umbra, who apparently has been assigned to keep an eye on all of you because you have a hard time staying out of trouble. Who said she was working for a network called the Aviary, and her contact was the Sparrow, who got revealed to be your old pal, Wendell Warmwater, who revealed himself as the Sparrow. Together, putting heads together, you all discovered there was some suspicious shenanigans going on in Manor House. That Lady Joba was showing signs of being drained by a vampire, who later on in the day revealed himself to be none other than the Lord Baron Volston Cormion, who had a quiet, nice little conversation with all of you and made his quiet threats before turning into a bat and flying away. In between all of this, you also found your way to Dr. Felix Balthazar's house, put an end to him and his experiments. And you are on your way back to your cottage from that mission is the exact point we left off, where you guys, Wendell is in the carriage driving you guys back to your cottage. And that is where we are picking up.
Okay. He knows about us. The jig is up, right? He knows that we know that we know that he knows. Okay?
Very knowledgeable family.
Very knowledgeable family.
So this is what I think. We cannot just call him out. We can't just go to the Lord Mayor and say, hey, this guy's a vampire, get them the hell out of here. I do have another idea, though. What if we start sabotaging him a la Count of Monte Cristo? If he's trying to make a deal, we sabotage the deal. He's trying to drain someone of blood, we go and heal him. And we do everything we can to undermine his actions until we can build up a way to get him out of the city.
Sounds like a good plan.
That's
like
my
that
idea.
idea. So do I.
That is my idea.
Right now, that's
We
all
need to
we can
follow
really do.
him. We need to follow him. We need to figure out what he's doing. If, let's say, he has a big shipment coming in, we sink that boat. Like, we sabotage him. We make it impossible for him to get a foothold in this city. We
Suck
need
that
to
up.
we need to
Yeah.
start researching him, following him maybe, seeing if we can get some contacts. But this city is in need. We have a lot of other things that we know need our attention. So we can still do all of that while we research him and see what we can do. That's my plan.
Yeah, I like it. What do you guys think?
I like it. I think
Yeah.
also we should probably look for other living arrangements. Only because we invited him into ours. And if we start doing this rogue fun
think-
stuff,
So you think kind of go into hiding on
not
our
so much
own.
go into hiding, or at least find another place, because we have already invited him in ours. If he figures out that it's us doing all these undermining little shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
he can come to us and he can come right into our
Yeah.
place.
Because we
He
invited
could
him in.
even go in without us there, right?
Right.
Exactly.
We invited him in.
That's,
But now,
That's-
my
I-
question is, can we rescind our invitation?
well,
One. And number two, do we need to relocate, or do we maybe just need to get new protections for where we
You
are?
mean like
I don't
magical
know if we're
protections
able- yeah.
possible?
Can I say
So
something?
Sure.
Sure.
We should probably keep the house. We could use that as a lure towards the end or whenever for him to come in and maybe ambush him.
Very
That's
nice.
nice.
That is
Good
nice.
idea, yeah.
I like that a lot, specifically because we could almost have like a little hideout. A hideout
find
with
another
all of our
place.
info.
Right, like right nearby, like maybe 1 or 2 huts away from our
Can
hut
I
right
just
now.
say, I love the fact that we're making the DM take notes now. How do you like it?
But we can't be fooled
Continue.
that we can stop him. So we need
That would be good
to
or
really
bad,
be
you're
on our
taking
toes.
The thing is that you don't know what he's writing.
Yeah.
It could be
Exactly.
like, we're gonna
And-
penalize this person.
All right, we like that idea better. We like that idea.
I do like that
Me
idea a
too.
lot.
I
Yeah.
like
Now
both.
we got
What idea?
Your
Yours.
idea.
Your idea.
Your idea.
I like
So
that
we
a
need
lot.
a separate safe house, but we keep up the facade. Of
Yeah.
what we-
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like
So,
that a lot.
should we talk
Um,
to Wendell about that? Because he probably knows the grounds and.
Well, yeah, you would even know too, right, Umbra? Do you know of any safe
Excellent
houses
idea.
in this area, other than the one we need to go and destroy? Maybe we could take over the Blue Ring safe house for ourselves.
But we were told to stay away from it for right now. Wendell's
Oh.
got it under investigation. I have been
Oh.
reassigned
To us.
to you guys. Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying we should empty out the Blue Ring safe house and then just take it for ourselves.
That sounds like a good game.
Done. But
The
no, she's
glory,
saying.
think we're ready for
And
that?
I don't know if we're ready
I
for
don't
that.
think
But
so.
then again, they're gonna probably want to take that back. So we got our hands.
That'll be
full.
two fronts that we'll have to
Yeah,
fight.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
as of now, we're going to keep the house,
Keep the house.
like Tor
But
suggested.
we're not gonna relax while we're in the house, right? We're always gonna.
Should never relax anyway.
No.
Yeah, not until
Yeah.
he's gone. Not
You got
until
the
we destroy
vampire
him.
and the
Now, there's the
the
other
blue people.
thing I really want to
Blue
do
People.
is I think this is above me and your spellcasting ability. I think that we need to heal Elba. Is that her name? What's her name?
Joba.
Joba. One of those. We need to. My character is very forgetful. We need to heal her, and we need to go and we need to find a scroll to heal her. We need to see how much money we have, and we need to go and find a medicine man to buy a scroll to heal. Or if we can even find a cleric, and just say, "I will pay you to come to the house and heal her."
Okay, so this conversation happens in the carriage on the way back. Wendell drops you guys off.
Oh, Wendell's right here. Hey, Wendell.
Okay, he drops you guys off, and you're. Yes,
Talking about him, he's right there.
yes, love.
Do you know of a really protected, off the grid, maybe underground basement or sewer that's kind of clean that we can use as a hiding place that honestly nobody can get into or know about or find or
Does the aviary have a safe house that isn't being used?
Yeah, we have a network. I have to ask my higher up about it, but I certainly can.
one point of entrance.
We need to keep something in our back pocket if we gotta make an escape.
I understand.
Yep.
Well,
I
we
like his
gotta
idea,
make
one
that
point of
house.
entrance.
There's activity in the house that we keep as a front.
We will.
We gotta make it sure that there's some activity
Put
there.
some geraniums in the front.
You know?
Well,
Oh, we'll have a dog in the front of the
that
house.
too, or
Yeah.
the gnome.
Oh, the barking doorbell. Let's install that.
Barking doorbell.
Yeah, I'm sure we can arrange something.
Yeah,
They get the
we gotta-
pigeons out. We get the owl and put it right on top.
like deliveries or something,
All right.
you know?
Maybe
So
we
that
can
they-
find
it
some
doesn't
sort of
show
sensor
there's
that'll
nobody
go
in there.
off. You could find like obviously like a tripwire or sensor that's something that can go off.
Absolutely.
The doorbell with the camera.
I don't know if that technology is made yet, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, so Wendell says goodnight. He says he's going to go look into that for you. And you are back in your cottage,
Okay.
taking in the evening's events.
Until we have a safe place to sleep, should we all take shifts?
I believe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do it 4 hours.
Is there a couch for her to kip on, or is there an extra room for her, or?
You could set up,
I'm little.
yeah, you could set up quarters for her.
And also, since
You can
That'd be
bunk with me if
shifting.
you want.
yeah,
All right, so first watch, Sashim.
Yes.
Sashim, excuse me. Sashim.
Yes, sashimi.
Okay, perception check, please.
19.
Okay. Pretty quiet, very quiet night.
Okay.
A lot of crickets, a lot of things like that. You could hear the faint running water of the Lopa River out in the distance.
So basically, nature resting.
Yeah, but it's a
Okay.
fairly quiet evening.
All right.
Second watch.
I'll go.
Okay. You wake up Ember. Ember. Perception check, please.
All right, new dice. It's a 19 on the die.
Same.
I
Same.
have no wisdom, so it's 19.
19. Quiet evening. Nothing really catches your attention. Just enjoying the sounds of
crickets.
nature settling in for the evening. The mating call of the crickets. Third watch.
I'll go.
Nulara, perception check, please. Thank you, Shiny Batgirl. She's using the dice tower.
12.
Pretty quiet. Tough to see outside. Not much going on.
Never mind.
She was hoping for something good.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
She's like, nothing? Really?
Fourth watch.
I'm doing
move on.
last.
I don't
You're
hear
gonna
a
go last?
laughing of
Okay.
a bat
Alright,
that
I'll
might
go.
be also a bird.
9.
9 total.
Yeah, because I rolled a 6 and I only got a +3 on perception.
It's dark.
Yeah. Okay.
It's dark outside.
Continues to be boring.
Tor.
Nice spin.
6 plus 3, that's 9.
It's dark outside.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden it gets light again.
yeah.
And that's the sun.
He's
What is
lulling us.
that
DM.
orb?
He's lulling us.
There's a big orb coming up. What is
You
it?
start to squint and you're like, damn day moon. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have another day ahead of you. And what would our adventurers like to do today?
Go get a spell for lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration.
Greater restoration. Whichever one is going to heal that bitch.
That's nice.
You don't-
Calling her a bitch.
you
Whoa.
don't- You don't know for sure. You're hoping this is going to work.
All right, I need to go find advice from hopefully a cleric who I know has a higher spell casting ability.
Okay.
And at least I want to take New Lara with me. If not, everybody can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody should go.
Yeah, we'll go.
Because the input, as people have ideas, the input and,
Okay.
the real go.
yes,
you-
we'll go.
From your week in the city, you would know that the best place to find a higher level cleric would be at one of the temples in the upper city. Since this is a pretty large city, there's various temples in the upper city to all different kinds of gods. And you could pick basically any one that you want. You're looking for Eldath?
I want to see. I
Her god?
probably would recommend going to your own.
Okay.
god.
There is a temple to Eldath in the
Yeah.
upper city.
Sorry, can I ask who your god is? Like,
Eldad.
okay, but what does he do?
I think it's a she.
Wow!
No,
He, she?
Nulara, you might.
Wow!
Hold on. I got you, Nulara.
I just got the freaking death stare. Everybody falling along at home.
Shut your
Really
mouth!
family now.
You shut your mouth! That's what
Yeah.
Did you hear what Denise said?
No, it's
You're
just.
really family now.
Hang on, I got you. Mom, I got you.
you know that your family when she hits
Mom,
you.
she is the goddess of peace.
Oh, okay.
Her domains are life and nature.
Oh, nice.
I know what a symbol is.
Yes, we had discussed this. We had discussed
Yes.
this pre-campaign, and you picked that one because you like those domains, goddess
Yeah.
of peace. You felt
Yeah.
that was,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had picked that.
Yeah,
But that's
where
what
I
it
got
is.
wasn't very peaceful, but okay, fine, let's go.
I've been on the business end of that stare many times, Laura.
Honestly, when your son makes that face to me, I go, "You look like your mother."
And that can only be a good thing.
I can already think.
Got it?
Okay.
Well, yeah, what I did was I checked.
Okay, so you wake up, you have your morning breakfast, and you have your little conversation where you decide that you're gonna head into the upper city to find the Temple of Eldath, which
Oh, God.
is there, and you make your way across the section of the White Bridge where the city got its name, the section of the large white marble bridge that leads into the upper city from the Mayoral Island. And you're making your way through, and shops and taverns are beginning to open up, and people are coming out of their houses, and the day is beginning, and the upper city is more, for lack of a better word, more polished than the lower city. The lower city is a bit more working class, a lot of blacksmiths, a lot of tanners. Upper city is much more, you have jewelers, a little bit more higher end in terms of business, in terms of quality of the living residences there. And as you're progressing through one section, which is sort of commercial, there's some shops there, there's some pastry shops and things.
I want to ask New Lara, is there any, would we need to offer something to the temple? Something?
Not normally, but it would be nice. some kind of gesture.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
maybe like flowers or
Yeah.
bread or something. Like,
yeah.
what do you think would be good?
Nulara, make a religion check.
Everybody
16.
loves cookies.
16. You know that one of the great symbols of Eldath is water, particularly running water,
Right.
waterfalls,
Into a
rivers.
pool, yeah.
Is there some sort of doing? I mean, I don't want to go like hog wild, but
Right.
I want us to have good chances of getting
Right.
somebody to help us.
Okay.
So, is there a way that we can get some like nice, clean water? I'm asking the DM, like a stream nearby or something.
Well, you live right on the Lopot River.
But is that just standard water? Is there like a fancier water? Do we have the Perrier of water around here that I can find?
There's like wells and drinking water and stuff.
All right, give me the best water you get.
Okay. Do you want to just bottle up or
yeah.
take a vial and take some of the Lopot with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I find a fancy glass on the way?
Sure, that's easy enough.
Okay, I'm gonna get a fancy glass.
Yeah.
And I'll fill that with.
Mark off 1 silver. You buy you 1 fancy crystal glass. Chalice or something like that. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Can I have everyone's passive perception scores, please? If you don't have it written down, it'll be whatever your perception bonus is plus 10.
10.
Have it.
13.
13 for Umbra.
16.
16, you're a cleric.
That would be 13.
13?
13.
13 and 13. Okay. So, as you are making your way, you all notice as you're progressing past, you're walking past this one area. It's like a little alley that cuts down between a gem cutters, and there's like a weaver type place, like a lot of basket work type thing. Another shop right there. There's a little alley that goes down between those two shops. And out of the corner of your eyes, you all notice there is a troubling bit of chicanery happening down in that alleyway. You see a human woman, about Ember's age, give or take, so young, 20-ish. You see her kind of like cowering up against a wall like this, and standing in front of her, kind of shadowed and almost like hiding, his you can't see his hands. You see a tiefling man kind of menacing her, and he's like just leaning in, and she's backing up, cowering from him, and his back is sort of turned to you guys, so you can't see his hands.
I want to walk up and try to
I
charm him.
need to do something, yeah.
You're gonna walk up and try to charm him.
Yep. I'm gonna use my feature.
What feature is that?
I get to talk to him for like a minute, and then he's charmed.
Okay, you have to roll anything?
Fuck if I know.
Tell me about this feature. Fuck if I know.
You gain proficiency in the persuasion skill. If you are already proficient, you get to double it. Yeah, whatever. If you spend 1 minute talking to someone you can understand, and they can understand what you say, you can make a charisma persuasion check contested to their wisdom check. If you or your companions are fighting the creature, it doesn't succeed. If your check succeeds, they are charmed for you as long as they remain within 60 feet of you for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I would like to do a check on him and just be like, hey, what's going on?
Okay. You have to go down about 30 feet to get to them. They're about 30 feet down.
Okay.
Okay. Are you all going, or are you staying?
We have 2 groups.
Well, that's her reaction. We all get our own.
You all get your own
reactions. We all
bonus.
see it.
Her reaction is she's gonna start walking towards them. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop me. I'm just gonna like.
Yeah. I'm on my way to like Shrek.
Okay, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I wanna.
Okay.
All right.
I wanna go
Yeah.
persuade him to stop.
Umbra's reaction is what it usually is. She overreacts a little bit. She uses her stealth, little halfling nimbleness to
Got
just
it.
zip right up, go right underneath his feet, and put herself in between him and the girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're doing that. Nulara, what are you doing?
I was thinking that maybe we should wait and see what happens.
Okay. So
What
you're gonna wait.
occurs.
You're gonna wait
I
and
would
watch.
like to, yeah,
30 feet back, right at the mouth of the
right.
alleyway.
I like to wait and see.
I want you to walk down the alley and think, what fresh hell is this? And I'll follow behind her.
Okay. You're following behind.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's the best attitude.
I'll stay back.
You're staying back with Nulara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point to watch.
Okay.
She's the squishiest, right? Who's the
I'm
squishiest?
the squishiest.
But I'm there. I'm
You're
going, I'm going
yeah.
behind her.
I
Okay.
love how you guys are like, oh, squishy.
Okay.
2 stay back, 3 move.
We're gonna deal with the staying back first.
Okay.
Tor and Nulara, I would like perception checks.
Oh boy. Didn't like his attitude.
Whose attitude? Oh.
The DMs?
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 13
Oh, wait a
plus
No,
the
no,
skill, right?
it's that plus your skill. Whatever's
Okay.
you rolled a
16.
13.
13.
Okay, so 16. You're good.
Okay.
18 plus 6.
18 plus 6.
Wow, you could hear the crickets from the night before.
Yeah,
You-
exactly.
You perceive the time-space continuum. You perceive reality in a way that has never been perceived before.
Rottenberry is now.
Currently, the camera is zooming in on you and not zooming in on you at the same time. You're getting that like.
Okay.
She perceives parallel universes.
Okay. You got a 16, right?
Yes.
Nulara, you sense a presence, movement behind you. So you turn and look, and there is a red dragonborn
Oh,
in studded leather armor.
Do we know this dragon?
You see him walking up next to you, leering at you. Whip out, and you see he's got like one of those. I guess a bandolero would be the belt that goes across, and daggers all in it.
oh.
And you look, and before you can shout a warning, because you can tell that Tor didn't see it, coming up behind Tor, you see a creature, humanoid in size, but long arms, goblinoid ears, with fur, spear out, puts his hand on Tor's arm, and puts the spear under his chin here. You're coming with us, big boy. You two,
Perception
I
check.
need a deck save from you, Umbra. We'll get to you in a second.
Yeah, that's a 14. I'm wondering if I should re-roll it.
Mm.
Whatever. I'm gonna re-roll it.
You're gonna use lucky.
I'm gonna use.
You're using a
use
luck
my
point.
luck point.
Okay,
I'm
mark off
gonna-
one luck point, please.
Yeah, that was actually less. Damn it. Okay.
That's
So 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. As you do your little halfling nimbleness and get in between them, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and Ember, you see the human woman who is being menaced grab Umbra and put a dagger to her throat.
the human.
With that, the tiefling turns, whip out, and the dagger in his hand. That's far enough, lass. We're taking the Goliath.
Something? Spell?
Initiative. If you're going to cast at that point,
cast.
initiative.
Save Tor.
I am gonna cast.
I'm 16.
18.
Okay. Nulara,
I'm sorry, 5. Tor.
Umbra,
22.
Ember.
3, 2 plus 1 equals.
They didn't do great on initiative either, so you got that going for you. All right, Umbra, you're leading us off.
Okay, I am restrained, right?
You're considered grappled. You're not restrained.
Okay. Sorry, I'm never really grappled. So
Okay,
what am I
right now
allowed
your
to do?
speed is 0. That's really it.
Yeah.
That's really the
I
only.
can try to break it.
You could try to break it, but it doesn't affect. I mean, the only way it affects your attacks is ranged attacks are going to be at disadvantage,
yeah.
like with your bow. But that's really it. Other than that, it's just your speed is 0. That's
My
the only.
speed is it. That's really it.
That's really
so
it,
I
yeah.
I can turn and attack her.
Yep. I
Okay.
mean, there's things that'll change if like someone gets incapacitated, but that's right now the only difference is your speed is 0.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna attack with a short sword.
Okay.
Or no, wait. If I pull 2 daggers, I can have 2 attacks if I use my bonus action.
Correct.
But I'm sorry, Ember is how many feet from me?
Ember's 5 feet from you. It's them,
Oh, okay.
and then you, and then Ember.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to help Ember on her next turn.
Okay.
And
Yes.
then I am going to just take 1 attack with a short sword.
And Tor, as
This is what I
it,
Is that the
have.
same bugbear that?
it almost certainly is.
Could you give me
From the bar?
Bar.
It's the same bugbear from the bar, the exact
That you
same
called
guy.
At the bar.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, rolling your attacks here, Umbra.
Yeah, I got a 15.
Why are you so
Does
smart
that hit?
today?
A 15 to hit, and you're going for the human. That's the one grappled you, right?
I'm trying to. I pulled my short sword and I'm just trying to like
No, it's
basically stab her in the side so I can get away from her.
Yeah, 15 certainly does hit.
Okay,
So roll some
Yeah.
damage for me.
I was good. And I think this is the big
6
dragon
plus
with the spear.
10.
10 damage. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Are you using your bonus action, Umbra?
My bonus action is to help Ember on
Okay.
her next turn.
So I get advantage if I roll an attack.
Correct.
Okay.
Tor, you're up next.
How heavy is this? How big? I'm bigger than he is.
Yeah,
Am
but
I-
not by much.
How about the weight? I couldn't. What I want to do. There's maybe two things. I want to see if I could grab it. I know it has the long arms and roll and flip him over, or pick him up and throw him.
Okay.
But
Either
I
one.
wanna-
Either one of those is going to be opposed athletics. You roll an athletics check, he rolls an athletics check, and we see what happens.
I could use the lucky now dice.
You most certainly can.
So this gives a-
Either one, it won't change the mechanics. You
how
can do
about
either
rage?
one of
What
those.
happens if I rage?
Rage just happens. So you can
Okay.
do that'll be your bonus action.
Right.
And rage would give you advantage on the athletics check.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do, just say which you're going to do. You're going to try and flip him, or you're going to try and throw him.
I just think it would look cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to flip him.
Okay. Are you raging?
Yes.
Okay. So, Nulara, as you're about to like yell to Tor, you just see that fire go in Tor's eyes, that familiar look. Ah! Roll an athletics check with advantage.
14.
Oh, that's with advantage?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
Lucky.
Lucky. Use a luck point. Use a luck point.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay, you can. That'll make him re-roll because you already have advantage.
Okay.
So the luck point will make him re-roll.
So
What was your total again?
What was that? 14.
13.
Oh.
So, Nulara, you see Tor look up. He pulls the spear aside and does this like perfect judo throw and just grabs the bugbear and flips him over his shoulder. The bugbear will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits the ground.
Did I use a lucky? Did I?
You did use a luck point to make him re-roll.
Right. So now I got 2 left.
You have 2 left. Yeah, because you made him re-roll his check.
Okay.
So, boom, and he just and you can hear like that
Yeah.
cough of energy
Just to
come
get
out
him
of
out
him.
of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For it.
And now you stand over him, draw your great
Yes.
axe, and now it's on.
It's on.
Okay, so he's
And I have to be.
worse. Yeah.
You all hear this cacophonous like sound like glass shattering coming from inside the alleyway, and the tiefling and the human woman that Ember and Umbra are fighting both kind of grab their heads and stagger for a second.
Ah.
Tashim,
Yes.
you're up.
How far away am I from those two?
You are close enough to get to them and take whatever action you want to take.
So I know it's on because I heard Tor starting to rage.
Yeah, you heard that, "Rah!" and you saw that now Umbra has turned and she stabbed one of the one, and the tiefling now has a whip out, and you can tell
Okay.
this isn't what you thought it was.
And what's the human doing?
The human woman is engaged with Umbra.
I'm just trying to figure out who needs more help or who should I do. You know what I mean? Because if they're engaging, I don't need to engage.
You can. There's nothing stopping you.
Who's squishier out of the two of you?
Ember,
She is.
Ember,
Okay.
by far.
Okay.
Ember's the squishiest one in your group.
Alright, what I'll do.
Easy to hit, not a lot of hit points. Can't take much damage.
Alright, so I'm gonna run up to Umber. She's engaged with the human.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. I took my time getting that one. I'll do the great sword attack.
Do it on the one.
On the human.
On the human. Okay.
Okay.
On the human.
Which is you, right?
No, the human is fighting Umbra.
Oh, okay.
So you're fighting the tiefling.
So you're now between me and the tiefling?
Yes.
Okay, so you're fighting the tiefling. Got
Right
it.
there. 24?
Oh God, yes.
10.
10 damage. There you go now. Umbra, female human, draws a dagger, draws a whip.
She's no longer holding her?
No, she's gonna roll attacks on you. No, she's no longer being held because now she's backed off and she's drawing her weapon. Not backed off, but she's let go and she's now drawing her weapons. What's your armor class,
15.
Umbra? Okay, so the whip hits you once, misses on its second attack, and the dagger will miss. You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that could have been worse.
Ember, same difference. Tiefling is taking his whip and dagger attacks on you.
He's gonna wish that he didn't, but I'll just have to say.
That's 2 natural ones. But the whip will hit once.
Oh boy.
So you take
Whip it good.
4 points of slashing damage.
Shot my hair.
Yeah, he shot your hair.
He shot my hair.
Nulara, the Dragonborn approaches you, whip and dagger in hand. What's your armor? Your armor class is 18, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a miss, and a natural 20. So on the whip, you take 3, 7, 10 points of slashing damage. As the Dragonborn misses twice, but one whip crack catches you across the cheek. So you take 10 points of damage.
He'll have a character mark.
And Thor, the bugbear, is standing up, drops his spear, stands up, and pulls a warhammer from strapped to his back.
Oh boy.
Says, "It's too bad they said take you alive." And he's swinging with his warhammer.
In the
Yes.
face. What do you need?
That's a miss and a natural 20. Yeah, and he's doing it two-handed, so he does not have his shield.
Is that your character or is that you?
My rickety bones.
I hate it.
And you're raging, so 17. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he stands up, and boom, the warhammer catches you right in the gut.
Now, could I do stone endurance or?
Thank you.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So roll a d12 and add your constitution modifier.
15.
You take no damage. As you see that warhammer coming, and you just flex, and and the hits on your like he's hitting granite.
Speech.
Need more?
Nulara, you're up.
Okay. Who's down?
No one's down.
No.
Down
Who's
in hit
closer,
points.
like him? His.
He's taking no damage. He's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Okay. No. When?
You've taken the most damage out of everyone.
Okay. So then I could use whatever I have to try to fight.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna use my guiding bolt.
See the one next to
Guiding bolt will be a disadvantage because it's a ranged attack. Ranged attack, and he's right up on you. He's in melee. You can use a luck point to take away the disadvantage if you want,
Okay.
or you could do you could toll the dead on him, even though he's taking no damage. You could draw your mace and try and toma if you want.
Okay. Sacred flame.
Mhm.
How lovely.
Okay.
What's the name of it? What does it do?
A burst of like a radiant ball of.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, that will cause a deck save to him.
Okay.
What's your spell? Go to your spell list.
1600.
No, the 2-digit number. 14.
14.
Okay, that's your DC.
It's like a screwdriver.
Oh no, that's a failure. Roll me a D8, please.
Okay. Here it comes.
Come, baby, come.
No, there's no plus. It's just whatever you rolled.
7.
7. Okay.
Yes. Wow. Bing.
Nulara takes the hit from the whip and just and releases this almost like a bocce ball sized burst of radiant energy that uppercuts this dragonborn and sends him staggering back.
Yeah.
That's what I
What's
want.
with the Dragonborn? That's good, Ma.
Get him
Do
to
I
back
get to
up.
go yet?
Yeah.
Now you get to go. Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Use all your stuff.
I didn't know if I had to wait until tomorrow. I am going to see if I can cast something. DM,
Yes.
this one is fighting her.
Yeah.
This one is fighting her. Can I stand next to my buddies
Mhm.
and cast Gust of Wind?
What's Gust of Wind do?
It is a 10-foot size,
Mhm.
60-foot long, and it pushes them back 15 feet.
Sure. What do they have to do?
A line of wind, a line of strong wind, 60 foot, 10 foot wide, blasts from you in the direction you choose. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength save or be pushed back 15 feet in
Okay.
the direction that flows from the line.
We'll do the female human first. That's a 20 on the strength save. And now the tiefling, that's an 18.
Anyway,
So you step up,
I'm going to.
but they're able to sort of get in like this stance, and the wind just blows by them. They don't move.
I am going to quicken,
Okay.
and I can release my wings and fly up 10 feet.
You'll get AOs, attacks of opportunity. You're going to get one. The female human will take her attack of opportunity. The tiefling is going to save his.
Worth it.
Okay. You go up. The female human for a quick second is going to take a shot at you.
One
Yep.
more shot.
21.
How do you know that hits me? You don't know anything. You don't know about my life. Go ahead.
You take 5 points of slashing damage as you go up, and the whip catches you.
Okay, I go up 15 feet. And I also want to go back a little bit. Like, I wanted to release my wings, and I wanted to go like this, and I want to go diagonally back.
And Sashim and Umbra, you see Ember release her wings and being like, "Peace out, bitches," and just starts flying backwards.
She's able to fit in between.
Yeah, the
Can
wings
I get
just
a,
the wings just have enough
emphatic eye
room.
roll reaction to that.
Yeah, you can actually hear Umbra roll her eyes.
Is it the Liz Lemon roll the eyes? Oh.
Fine then, you can fly. I get it.
That brings us to the top of the order, and you, Umbra.
Wait till I put the fire around me.
Okay, so I'm in melee with her.
You're in melee with her, yeah.
Okay, probably a strange idea, but what does she have to attack me with? She's got like 3 attacks.
She's
right?
got a
What
whip.
does she got?
She's got a whip in one hand, which swung at you twice, and then she has an offhand with the dagger.
And then she has an offhand with a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use my sleight of hand action to try to take the whip?
That would be opposed. That'd be opposed athletics
That would be opposed athletics.
to try and take the weapon from her.
Yeah, no, that's -1. We will not be trying that. Okay. No, it's just my sleight of hand is a +6. I was like, let's do that.
Sleight of hand would be more like if you were trying to steal her coin purse, or you're trying to take something from
Okay.
someone who's not paying attention. To actually rip a
I'm
weapon.
engaged with her,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Apparently she's really strong.
Okay. Then I
sorry.
am going to.
So the wind is still there though, right?
If it says it's
Yeah,
still
but
there.
they're like
It's-
dogs sticking their head out the window of a car.
Yeah.
They're like, "Ah!"
I need that comment. It's concentration up for a minute.
Okay, so they'll make
And
this.
at the next start of their turn, they have to do it again.
They'll have to, yeah, because they can't really go anywhere. They're stuck. They're stuck fighting these two. So
I'm using another luck point because that was a 3.
Damn.
Oh, I should have made them roll with disadvantage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
13 plus 6. Yeah, okay.
that hits.
So that hits.
Because you and Sashim are fighting side by side, this will give sneak. Sashim is within 5 feet.
Okay, great.
It's
So
like
that's-
it's like 4 blocks, and it's human, tiefling, Umbra, Sashim. You're all
Okay,
like.
so I get my sneak.
You will get sneak
Did I
on
do
this,
that? Okay,
yes.
so that was 2 plus 4 is a 6, and then another 6, so 12.
12 damage on the human.
And I'm
Nice.
using my bonus action to help Sashimi.
You have
Thank you.
advantage on your D20 roll.
Okay, good. All right.
Is that it, Umbra?
Yeah. If I use any of my movement, it would be an AOL, right?
Technically, no. You might. Technically, no, because she used it to attack Ember. So you could move back.
Oh, yeah, I might move back a little bit.
Okay.
Because I want to use my short bow without disadvantage. So how much of my movement do I have to use?
You have all your movement, so you can move back 25 feet.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go back 25 feet.
Okay. So Umbra, you see her just scurry back, starts to getting a stance, and you can see her starting to pull out her load her short bow. And you see it over the corner of your shoulder. Corner of your shoulder? Yeah, whatever.
I understood it, so that's all
Tor,
right.
you're up.
So I got the big guy, the bugbear.
You're fighting the
for me.
bugbear. A familiar looking bugbear.
Am I still raging?
Yeah, oh yeah. As long as you're fighting and attacking, rage stays for a minute.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to. He's in front of me. I'm going to have my great axe. I'm going to swing around and go for his legs.
Okay. Almost like a golf swing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
14 plus 6 is 20.
Oh yeah. Certainly hits. So that's a D12 plus your strength plus your rage damage. Barbarians, man. When they hit, it hurts.
17.
Ow.
I want to make sure I did it right. I rolled a 11.
Roll
then-
11.
And then I
Plus your strength.
added the 4
So 15.
plus the 2.
17. You did
Alright,
it.
I wanted to make sure I did the math
You did it right.
right.
Ow. That was a hit and a half.
Yeah, that hurt. Good. But
Yeah, he lets.
I
And
gotta
you
make sure I'm damaging him.
you now see these 2 large gashes open up in his leg muscles.
Yay!
Yeah.
And he lets out this growl, and you see in his face he's starting to maybe reconsider. Was this the best tactical option? Right.
Excellent.
Oh no. I don't
Okay.
Like that.
Tor, you cut across his legs, come back, you bring your great axe back, and you see above the bugbear's head, 4 daggers appear in a circle, encircling him. And you just see the 4 daggers puncture and stab the bugbear in 4 different spots, pull out of it, and continue to circle. He takes 9 points of damage. Okay, and Sashim, you're up.
Right.
My mission is to stop fucking up your name.
Okay.
That
Dia.
second damage, I don't know what it was.
I like to try cast like a chromatic orb.
That will be disadvantaged because it's a ranged spell and you're in melee.
Then.
Unless you like turned around and threw it at either the Dragonborn or the bugbear,
Or
you can
wait,
do that.
I could do a blooming blade. It's a melee weapon attack.
Yep, and that's attacking is part of the casting action, so it won't be 2 separate actions. So you could cast and attack, and it's all part of the same action.
Cast attack.
So you'll have advantage on the attack roll because Umbra took the help action, so you have advantage on an attack.
Oh, okay.
So
And I could use it on a blooming blade.
Yep,
All right,
absolutely.
So it's the 220s.
yeah, that's fine. So you 220s take the higher.
Oh, he better be better.
Whoa.
Wow, it's Inception.
Whoa! The die is still spinning. It just stopped. Wow!
That is weird.
Wow, that
Did it
sucks.
stop?
So,
You can do it.
great roll.
Ouch!
All right, you know what I'm gonna do?
That's spin.
Use a point. Use a
I'm
point.
gonna use a point.
Okay,
I'm gonna
sure.
use a point so I can re-roll the 20. That was funny. That
Okay.
that was Inception.
Wow, yeah, there was some serious spin on that dice.
11, 17,
17 hits, yeah.
All right.
So 2d6s for your greatsword.
Yep.
The booming blade won't go off yet. It basically like marks him.
14.
You roll good damage, man. And that was on the tiefling.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can see the tiefling like knows he's something else to the hit. He knows he's been marked. They get to go now. Throwing 2 daggers at Umbra, the female human. Oh, those are both gonna hit. So you take 10 points of piercing damage as the 2 daggers sink into your collarbones. She smiles, draws her final dagger, and cracks the whip. Looks like she might be making her way towards you. The tiefling. So the 2 blues are going to be the whip, and that gray will be the dagger. Miss. Okay, one of the whips miss, but then the whip and the dagger will hit. So you take 3, 6, 12 points of damage. Now the Dragonborn on you, Nulara. Hit. The dagger will miss, but the whip will hit twice. You take 11 points of damage. And now the bugbear is swinging on Tor with his warhammer. That's a miss. That's a hit. Does he crit on 19? Yes, my love.
So the spell says they have to make the strength save on their turn, but we did it when I first casted it, so we're gonna skip this round. But next round,
Oh,
they
okay.
have to on their turn they make
Gotcha.
another strength.
Please
save.
remind me when that comes up, okay?
And because I'm mentioning it now and I'm gonna forget later, I want them to use a lucky point if they succeed.
Fair.
I want
Okay.
them to roll with disadvantage.
3, 8, 11, and you take 5 points of damage, Tor. As the warhammer cracks down across your chest.
Okay.
Brings us to Nulara.
Okay, what's up? What's that?
The Dragonborn is still in your face.
It's still in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Toll the dead.
Okay.
Who needs a healing word?
Yeah, I only had 15 points.
How many?
Nulara's pretty hurt. Umbra's pretty hurt. You're both pretty hurt.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down to 10. Okay,
I'm
healing
down to
word
15.
to
Umbra? Okay. Roll me a d4, and then we'll do the toll the dead damage in a second.
2,
2. Plus your wisdom, which is
4.
so 6. Plus 2,
Okay.
which is 8, and you cast it at first level.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9. Umbra, you heal 9. Life Cleric, you rolled a 2 and healed her for 9.
It's beautiful.
You're right.
It's
You're right.
beautiful.
That is what Life Clerics do. So roll me a d12, please.
7.
7. Okay, so you take 7 points of necrotic damage as you all hear a very familiar gong go off. And the Dragonborn staggers a little bit.
Oh, still staggering.
Ember, you're up.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Just about freaking time.
Oh, that's what happens when you roll a 3 on initiative.
Oh, snap.
You're like, I've been sitting here all day. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray.
Ooh.
Sounds exciting.
I'm gonna take all 3 of my rays and I'm gonna focus them on the female who's going after her.
On Umbra, the female human. Okay.
Because she's not on her yet, right?
No. She looks like she basically cracked the whip and has the dagger out again.
How
Looks like
far forward did she move?
she's 25 feet away from Umbra. She hasn't moved yet.
So I still have a nice clean shot of where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to re-roll this. Lucky point.
Okay.
A waste of a lucky point.
Them's the breaks.
Alright. So that is 18 plus 6.
Hits.
10 plus 6.
Hits.
5 plus 6.
Does not hit.
Yeah, and that's the one I used the lucky. It still didn't hit. It was a 4 to a 5. So that is 46. 10. 14 damage on her.
Starting to look a little rough.
Oh, wait! And the radiant damage, which would be another 4. Because of my wings.
Still looking rough. As you see 3 bolts of like concentrated fire fly down from Ember. One just kind of across the ground, but 2 sink into that female human. You're up, Umbra.
So she is 25 feet from me, but do I have an ally that's close to her? How close is Sasha to her right now?
Sasham is... You can still get sneak. Sasham is still right there.
I can still get a
Yes.
sneak attack on her. Okay.
Because she has not moved yet.
Ugh. Do I want to use my last lucky point? Yeah, I'm going to use my last one.
You could be screwed later.
Nah. 14?
14 just misses.
Damn it. I thought okay. I am going to use my bonus action to hide. Can I hide anywhere?
Oh, it's an alley. Unless you wanted to like move out of the alley and maybe your best bet would be
Mostly.
to run out of the alley and see if maybe you could hide like around the corner or something. But in the alley, there's really nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. Okay. Is anybody in 30 feet of me?
Yeah, everybody's within 30 feet of you.
Everybody's within
Yeah, take your
30
pick.
feet.
Anyone's in 30 feet of you.
Okay. I'm going to help Tor.
I'm sorry, the bugbear never took the daggers damage. I just realized that because those daggers are still there. You're gonna help Tor, you said, Umbra?
Yeah.
Okay. You have advantage on your next attack.
Okay.
No reckless needed. After you see those daggers again, Tor puncture the bugbear.
Right.
He's looking rough. You can see him starting to bleed out.
Right.
You're cut across his legs. He's not having a good day right now.
Okay.
And she has helped you, so you have advantage on your next attack. Don't need to reckless.
Okay.
So
You
you're up.
ready now?
You're up. Yeah.
I want to see if I could grab his arm and swing him over to the Dragonborn.
Like a bowling ball?
Yeah.
Okay, make an athletics check with advantage. Yeah, 2 take the higher.
8, 14.
13.
Wow.
So, Tor grabs him, swings him around. Deck saves to the 2 of them. It's a 2 and a 10. They're each going to take... Nulara, as you're starting to stagger because this dragon guy has hit you, you see this bugbear fly across. Boom! And him and the Dragonborn both land in a heap in front of you. The bugbear is having a really bad day. He is not looking good. Dragonborn looks okay. Okay.
He doesn't want mom.
Yeah.
Nulara, you heal 5 as you sort of just feel this weird incantation and some of your energy comes back. Okay. And you see this brief sort of shimmering, like in Predator. Remember when the Predator would go invisible?
Yes.
You kind of see that. The bugbear cries out, and you see the bugbear go unconscious. And the shimmering energy solidifies, and you see this human man standing there with a rapier through the bugbear's chest. Very well groomed, ridiculous, ornate purple robes and purple trousers, tight ponytail, clean shaven. Looks up at you, Tor. Oh, apologies, I didn't mean to steal your kill. And takes the rapier out. Sashim, you're up.
Did I see that?
You've not seen this. This is happening behind you.
That's what I thought.
Umber, you didn't see that either. And Ember, you were concentrated on the alley, so you didn't see it either. Just Nulara and Tor, you're the only ones who saw that.
Okay.
Did we hear anything?
You hear fighting going on behind
Okay, but
you.
nothing out of the ordinary.
No,
Okay.
sounds of
They
fighting.
hear him, they didn't hear him
The
speak.
Batman type Robin. Pow!
Yeah, you're hearing
Okay.
the
Yeah.
normal clanging and "Rah!" that you
I'm
normally
used to
hear
that.
from Tor.
Did the Teflon take the damage from the blooming blade?
Hasn't moved yet.
It hasn't moved.
Hasn't moved yet, so yeah.
Okay,
not
so
only
that's
happens
still
when-
in effect.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Okay.
I house rule a lot, podcast listeners. Don't rules lawyer me.
All right. Back to the great sword. 19.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Reroll. 8.
That's better than 7.
Yeah.
More.
Better than one last. Okay.
That brings us to them. Now, thankfully, the bugbear's out of commission, which is helpful. The female is moving towards you. Umbra. That's a no on the first whip. That's a no on the second whip. Dagger, yes. So you take you take 4 points of piercing damage from the dagger. The tiefling on Sashim. That's a no on the first whip. It's a natural 1 on the second whip. It's a no on the dagger. As they just clinking off your armor like nothing.
Nice, baby.
The Dragonborn is going to stand up. Whip on Mysterious Ponytail Boy. No. Whip on Nulara. Yes. Dagger on Mysterious Ponytail Boy. No. Nulara, you take 6 points of slashing damage as the Dragonborn is able to catch you once with that whip.
Whip it good.
And it's your turn. Okay, your turn.
She's down to 9, guys.
Who's down tonight?
What's in front of me?
Nulara.
One is
You can heal
one
yourself.
is gone. One is still down.
Mhm.
One is halfway.
Mhm.
Right?
The bugbear's gone. The bugbear's
Yeah.
out of commission.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
there, hole in chest, bleeding out. The Dragonborn is the one fighting with you guys.
Okay, so he's still. Maybe told the dead on him.
Okay. He failed the saving throw, so roll a d12.
It's 2.
Okay. You can also use a healing word on yourself if you want to. Hashtag just saying.
Okay, I use. Who needs healing?
You do.
On myself? I can use it on myself.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would have done that before.
You can do it on yourself. You can upcast it and do a second level
Oh
healing
my
word on yourself.
God.
Physician, heal thyself.
Okay, how many?
It's up to you. You can do first or second level. You have plenty of spell slots.
Okay, first level.
Okay, roll a d4. Okay, 1 plus your wisdom,
4.
so 5.
5.
Plus 2, here's your life cleric. Plus the spell's level. So 8. You heal 8. Ember,
I'm in the chromatic orb, whoever the frick I can see.
any one of them.
Did they?
Actually, you can't see the Dragonborn. Oh, no, you can. You're up. You can see it. So yeah.
I can see everybody.
What-
No,
Still
who's
flying around?
looking bad? Who's looking good? Who's going where?
That's what I was.
The Dragonborn looks a little healthier than the Tiefling and the female human.
But the female human you said is looking rough.
Yeah, she's looking pretty rough.
All right, I'm gonna try to attack her.
Okay.
60.
Hits. Do I even need to ask what the chromatic orb's going to be?
Well, I'm not running my
Mantle
mantle
of
of
Flame.
flame right now, so I'll test out cold.
Okay.
Test out some cold damage. Character development. 14.
Not doing well at all. As this cannonball of just concentrated cold and ice breaks across her, and you see her staggering. Umbra, she ain't looking too good. That brings us to you.
Okay. No one else is near her, right? So I move back and I lose.
You'll lose your bonus action because you'll need your bonus action to disengage, and you'll lose your sneak.
And I'll lose my sneak.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one's near her. Yeah,
But I don't have sneak now anyway.
not on her. You won't have sneak on her no matter what you do.
Yeah, okay. Alright, then I'm gonna stay where I am and pull both short swords and do my bonus action as my second attack.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do I have to get my first attack to get the bonus action attack?
You don't have to hit it. You have to attack.
I have to try to
And
attack.
hit or miss, you can do the other one. Yeah, but you have to attack.
Well, the 2's not going to get it done. Does 16 hit her?
16 does hit her.
Okay. Ooh. That would be a 5 points.
5 total?
Yeah.
Oh, she is on death's door. As you stink the short sword in, a little bit of blood starts coming out of her mouth. She is really bad.
Can someone
Really
please
bad.
just breathe on her for me and get this?
That
get
might
this
do it.
woman off
That
my
might
back?
do it at that point.
Switch over.
Tor, you're up.
Umber's just like kind of like looking around now, like anybody.
I did 14. I thought you
I swing my axe on the dragon.
Okay.
No, I hit her.
Tor leaps over the 15 feet, comes over, stand. Now the Goliath comes right next to you, Nulara, and right in between you and this weird ponytail man.
All right, now I'm not raging anymore, right?
No, you're still raging. Yeah, nothing has happened to take your rage away.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're recklessing?
Yes.
Okay.
16.
Hits.
It's 8 plus the 4.
12
That's 12.
plus your rage damage.
Oh, okay, 14.
14 on the dragon.
Excuse me. Yeah.
He's looking rough too. Now that great axe sinks into his clavicle. Okay, so weird ponytail man steps up, looks you up and down, Nulara. He goes, "Perhaps you should step out of the fray, milady," and just sort of pushes you back a little bit. He is going to go with his rapier on the Dragonborn. That'll hit. As the Dragonborn takes another 6 points of damage. And he leans over to you, Tor. Good show, old chap. Smacks you on the back. You have a d6 inspiration dice
Okay.
that you can use on attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
Sashim.
This is the humans almost.
Almost. That's happening behind you.
That's how far away I could turn around. And
You can
then-
turn. You'll take an attack of opportunity. The tiefling will get an attack of
Does
opportunity
that
as you
mean
move away.
advantage?
No, it just means he'll get a free attack as you move away.
I don't like that. Okay, so Umbra can. Do you think you'll be able to handle the human on your next turn?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. No, because I don't know whether to turn around, finish her off for you, but I'll get an attack of opportunity. Or should I just try and keep working on the Teflon?
Have you been hit? Are you okay?
I'm okay with point wise.
Yeah, because I don't. If you can't take attack of opportunity, then obviously don't do that. Like, I mean, from what he said, she would visibly look like to be on her last.
She
legs,
does.
Right?
She looks like a fart will knock her over. At
Yeah,
this point.
exactly. So
Yeah,
don't
okay,
worry
then
about
you know,
it. Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
so I'll just concentrate on Mr. All right, so I'm gonna keep doing.
So you can just say every time you attack, you're doing booming blade.
Okay, booming blade
Okay.
plus.
Yep.
I'm doing now. 24.
Oh God, yeah. Oh dear Lord, yes.
12.
Roll it, baby.
12 damage. His day's getting worse and worse. They go. Okay, we'll roll for the female first.
She might not be in the gust anymore.
She's not. She moved.
The one who fighting Denise should get
He absolutely is in the gust.
The t-
Con,
strength.
strength. He passed.
With disadvantage?
Oh, you're gonna make him use a luck point? Failed.
15 feet.
So Sashim, you hit him with the greatsword, and then you, as you see him get,
He's getting pushed.
he gets
back.
pushed back 15
I'm not.
feet. No, you're fine. He's 15 feet in front of you now. He just got basically sucked away like a tornado, and just lands 15 feet away from you.
Now, every time he tries to approach us again, he has to use 2 feet of movement for every one.
So
he
his
can
movement
only
is
move-
doubled.
His movement is halved.
Yeah, it's double movement for him is what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He can go 10, 20, 30, and get back to her.
But at least if she wants to move, she's not.
Or I can move.
It's his turn.
Oh.
Does that take his whole turn? Like, does rolling the saving throw take up his turn?
It says on his turn. So doesn't take any damage. What a piece of crap.
It'll work really well if you're fighting on the edge of a cliff. That's when you use Gust of Wind or Thunder Wave. Does he get to have a turn?
No! He starts his turn. Yeah, you have a turn. I don't know. It's a crappy spell.
Okay.
Not bad.
Miss 3 misses on you, Sashim.
Yes.
A female human on Umbra. Actually, no, she's got orders. Miss, hit. Aye, terrible. How many hit points you have left, Umbra?
20.
You have 20? Oh, you're fine. You take another 8. And the Dragonborn, whip on Tor. Miss. Dagger on Ponytail Boy. Hit. Ponytail Boy takes 7. Nulara.
Anybody needs healing?
I'm okay.
You.
I think she.
No,
Either
I
you
already, I'm at 16,
or
so.
her.
I'm at 12.
Yeah, you two are the most hurt.
So let me cure her. That way, she can get in
Are
the
you
fight.
using Cure Wounds?
Yes,
Okay, first or second level.
first.
Nulara runs over to Umbra. Roll me a d8, please.
7.
Nice. Plus your wisdom.
4.
4. So
10.
11
Okay. 11.
plus 2 because you're a life cleric. So 13. Plus the spell's level.
15. 16.
7, 11, 13, 14. You heal 14.
Oh.
That takes your action because that's Cure
Yeah.
Wounds is a full
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
All right, Ember, back to you.
Alright, I'm going to Chromatic Orb again.
On who?
I don't know, pick somebody. Who's not looking good?
They're all hurt. Dragon
The white chick is still up?
barely, but she's still up.
Oh, this bitch.
Breathe on her.
I'm gonna go breathe on her.
Ember
17
needs
to
a win.
hit.
Yes. What?
Ember needs a win.
Yeah. 17 hits. 3d8s, please. Cold damage again.
No, let me see what I have. She's trying out stuff in her life. Thunder.
Thunder. Okay.
How bad does she look?
Bad.
Okay, 11.
11.
11.
Boom, and now the orb that gets released is clear, and when it hits her, this shock of thunderous energy hits her, and she spins and falls in front of you, Umbra.
Okay, then I want to take my wings and I want to fly the Dragonborn. How bad? When I turn around, what does he look like?
The Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Howard, he's looking rough. The Tiefling and the Dragonborn both look pretty rough.
I'm in range of both of them for my next turn, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Umbra.
Alright, I've been engaged with this woman the whole time. She's finally collapsed down and she's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nulara's right next to me because she healed me.
Yes.
So it's probably the first time I'm actually like scanning around me to see like what the hell is going on. Who do I see within my range?
Sashim is still fighting the Tiefling. Is still
she's
fighting the
in
male
melee?
Tiefling. She's in melee with the male
Okay.
Tiefling, and you scan back and you see Tor and this strange human man in purple robes engaged with a red Dragonborn.
Okay. Alright, so when I see Tor, I'm like, okay, they got that. And then I literally, I'm like, okay, Sashim's down there. So I am going to, short bow.
Okay.
Oh, probably not. No, 13.
Just misses.
Okay, and then I'll help her.
Okay. So you'll get
Can I
nice.
ask what my
So you-
flavor is when I do that? Like, am I going like, you go get it, girl? Like, what am I doing to help her?
You could do that. You could
Yeah.
do something to distract the Tiefling.
Okay.
Like maybe you do a black heron whistle,
Okay.
sound like a bird, and get the Tiefling to look at you.
Okay.
Yeah, your
Alright.
flavor, whatever you
Yeah.
want to put on it, but anything like that.
Okay. Got it.
That's your flavor.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah, chiquito.
Hello. Hello, Maria. Okay. So I'll distract the tiefling so she gets advantage.
You have advantage. That's what I was
Look
gonna
up
say.
here, look up here.
Tor, you're up.
I'm up. Swing again at the Dragonborn.
Okay,
Do reckless.
it's your choice. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's certainly hits. So roll me the damage
Damage. 8 plus 4.
plus your rage damage.
Rage damage.
So
oh,
8,
8,
10.
10.
10. Every little bit counts.
Yes,
That's why.
I got you. That's why you added, right?
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure you get it all in
Yeah.
there because you can mean the difference between life or death.
Yes.
Those two points could
Yeah.
be all the difference in the world.
Gotcha.
Human ponytail guy goes now. He swings with his rapier. I think, yep, that's gonna hit. He's gonna add a flourish to that. You cut across his chest, Tor,
Yes.
and you see now the rapier from behind the human stabs him, and the rapier comes out his stomach,
Oh,
pulls it
alright.
out, and the Dragonborn drops his hands, and he looks like he's about to fall. He's
Okay.
still on his feet,
Uh.
but he's rough, so rough. Sashim,
Okay, now I got advantage.
you have advantage.
Oh man, I'm not throwing these ever again. 11.
To hit,
Yeah,
that's not gonna
Yeah,
do it,
yeah.
unfortunately.
I'm not gonna throw the 2d.
He's a little too dexy. He's able to dodge out of the way of that. Oh, he goes now. Fuck.
Uh-oh, I don't like the way he said that.
I was hoping you guys would drop them. Misses with the dagger, but hits with the whip twice.
Uh-oh.
So you're gonna take 2 whip attacks. You take
Whip it good.
12 points of damage
Okay, now I'm getting a little lower.
as that whip
Alright.
the whip catches you. Dragonborn comes up. He's going to 2 whip attacks on Ponytail Boy. Both will miss. And because you're recklessing, a dagger with advantage on Tor. That will hit. 6. You take 3, Tor.
Okay.
Nulara's up.
That's what Laura's trying to say.
Nulara, you're
No,
up.
I think we're
You're up.
badasses. I just don't think
Okay.
we're all rolling
Well,
that
what's-
well.
Not much has changed.
Not much is
Not much has changed.
They're still struggling with.
Well, no, the female human is down.
Okay.
And the Dragonborn fighting Tor and the Ponytail guy is still up, looking rough, really rough. Dragonborn's on his last legs, and Sashim took some damage.
Okay. What
Yeah,
is
she's
that?
12.
I'm down to 12.
All right. Let me heal her.
Healing word or cure wounds.
Let me get.
Let me make a recommendation.
Yes.
Do a healing word.
Yeah.
You still have 2nd level slots left, so you could upcast it if you want,
Nails.
because that's a bonus action. You can then cantrip the Dragonborn. Maybe you drop them.
Okay. Cool. That's very good.
Okay.
Healing word in.
You can do it at 2nd level if you want. Sure. Okay. 2d4s, Nulara.
Okay. Okay, that's 6.
6 total. Okay. Plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, that's 4.
So 10. Plus 2, because you're a life cleric, 12. Plus the spell's level, 2, 14. You heal 14. So
Wow.
There you go.
14?
14 with a roll of 6.
Goes 26.
Actually, I'm back up to where I
You're
was.
back to full?
No, not
Oh,
full.
oh yeah.
Before that attack.
Okay.
Respectable number.
That's all I want.
Now
Wow.
you can cantrip the Dragonborn.
I figured that.
That is amazing.
What's sacred flame?
Sacred Flame is that radiant ball of energy.
I'll do that.
Okay?
Oh. Watch out.
Yeah, you will. Roll me a d8, please.
Okay. 6.
Like he got hit in the head with a baseball. And down goes the Dragonborn.
How is it?
Nice.
Nice, Grandma.
Well done. Ember, you're up.
I'm up.
The only one left is the Tiefling engaged with Sashim.
Okay. I would like to Scorching Ray him then. If I have to move my position so that I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not. You're up in the air. I'm not gonna over worry about details like that.
I'm also gonna bonus action drop that Gust of Wind because it kind of follows me everywhere I go.
Oh,
So it's like if I'm like talking to you, I'm just gonna drop that.
okay.
Okay, Scorching Ray. Ooh, I think I got all of them. 16.
Hits.
I got the rest.
Okay. Oh, yeah. When they all hit, Scorching Ray is lovely.
It's
She
rare
rolls
they all
really
hit.
well.
It's rare they all hit.
rare
Yeah,
they
it's
all
rare that all 3 rays hit. But when they do, it's beautiful.
23.
Could have stopped counting at 17. Would you like to call your shot?
I want to focus all of them into his sword arm, right at the shoulder joint.
Okay.
So if he's got his sword up like this, I want to do boom, 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 and then I want his hand to fall off. And I want him to go, "Ah!" and then die.
Okay. As he raises the whip again,
She knows what she
3
wants.
bolts of concentrated fire. And his fucking arm falls off right in front of you, Sashim. His eyes go wide, his mouth drops open, he looks at it, and you can just see the blood leaving his face as he bleeds out
As
through
it
his
all goes
arm.
out of his arm.
And he actually falls forward on you and does like the movie slide as he falls out across you. So he was like, "Get off of me!
Yes, that's disgusting.
For the love of Paylor, get off of me!"
This was a clean tunic.
And as you're cleaning the blood off your greatsword, you turn and you see the rest of your party, and now you all notice this strange human man who apparently joined to fight alongside you. And he's wiping off his rapier. Whoa! Good show, everyone. Good show.
Okay, I want to fly over. Fly
Oh,
over.
you should fly.
And I want to look up and down. I want to do a perception check. Do I see anybody else and what's going on in the street?
There are people running away. Like, there's commoners that are like, "Ah!" But
South Park,
there doesn't appear to be any unfriendlies.
There doesn't appear to be any unfriendly.
Any unfriendlies, no.
So those are the blue guys, right?
Oh, yeah, you can see the tattoos. Yeah, they're all blue ring.
So
The
I guess I
bugbear...
gotta get more tattoos for my
And-
chain now.
That's right.
Whoa.
And as you turn around and join Sashim, you recognize the bugbear too. That's the bugbear you and Tor saw on the bar that day.
How many are there?
4 total. There's the bugbear, and then there's the other, the female human, the tiefling, and the dragonborn.
All right, guys, cut them so I can get one that's around my neck.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fly down, not all the way, because still got a whole, 50 seconds left, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna fly down, and then I'm gonna say, take all the bodies and drag them in here. And then I would like to fly to the nearest copper.
Fly to the nearest copper.
Oh,
guard?
Police.
Oh,
Okay.
Because we were told that if this happens again,
Yeah.
we need to tell the correct authorities.
That's what I was
You
gonna
actually,
say that.
as you do this, you can actually see guards coming. One of them you recognize, I don't know if you guys will remember the name, but one of them you recognize as the bald human who was with you when you went on the boats to the crypt. His name was Sebni. He's one of the guards coming with a few dwarves. As you are flying over, you see this human man with the ponytail walking over to them, and he reaches into his side and he pulls out a coin purse, and he goes over and he puts the entire purse in Sebni's tunic. He goes, "Gentlemen, you just turn around and go back about your duties and forget you saw anything, all right? We'll handle this."
When she goes to get the
And-
enforcing whatever, what are they? Not
Coppers.
police, whatever.
guards.
Page
Trying to be
Umbra-
clever and call him a
Umbra
copper.
hides because
Okay,
she's not crazy about official people,
okay,
so she's just sulking in the shadows now.
okay, you hide. And as soon as he does that, the guards turn around and they walk away.
I'm gonna fly down, drop my wings. I'm gonna say, what the hell is that about?
I'm cutting away.
Okay. Just make a general dexterity check. Just roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Craft time.
That's 10.
10 total?
10 plus...
Your dexterity modifier.
Plus 1.
11? It ain't pretty, but
It's
you
never
get them.
pretty when he
No.
comes through.
They're all
So I
kind
have
of...
3 from the last...
You have 5.
I have 5 from the
You
last
have 5 from the
showing,
last
so
one.
this
Now
is
you have
another-
9.
Now I got
9 total. And again, these look like Picasso's, but you got them.
I want to ask you something. With the
right.
bear totem, can I put claws in between each of the patches?
Well, your bear totem would
I
be...
already have
Your
them?
bear totem would be a single item from a bear. It could be a bear's tooth.
Right.
It could be a claw.
Claw. I have
Yeah,
a
okay.
bunch of claws. So I have a claw in between each patch.
Well, if you had a bunch of bear claws, they would be gigantic. You wouldn't be able to
okay.
wear a bunch
I
because
got
bear
you.
claws are big.
Yeah.
But you could be wearing
1, 2,
a
3,
bear
4.
claw. Yeah, sure. You could be
Use a
wearing
bear
one.
claw in the middle.
And then you could go to the
bear.
pastry shop and eat a couple of bear
Couple,
claws if you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
All
Right, so I got 9 now.
right, back to you, Ember. What's up?
9 patches.
What is happening here?
This was important.
Did you hear what Laura said?
Oh, what'd she say?
She said, so he tanned his hide when he died, Clyde, and that's it, hanging on to her.
Yes, I love it.
What happened in this thing?
What? It's like crafts time right now. Okay.
Arts and crafts.
All right. I want to ask well-groomed man, what's going on? Why
Okay.
did you help us?
That will be explained when you join me at my estate for lunch today.
I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Who are you?
at the present, I am your friend.
Uh-oh.
This afternoon, I will be your host.
Uh-oh.
And for the short time formality sends between us,
Oh.
You can call me the doctor.
Oh shit! What?
Cheerio.
No, I don't like this.
And he turns and leaves.
Oh.
We could call you the doctor.
The doctor. And he turns and leaves.
As he's walking away, I'm gonna yell out Doctor Who because I just kind of have to.
Exterminate.
He yells back over his shoulder and he goes, "Ask your friend Wendell. He'll know where to find me." With that, I think we'll take a break. The family that games together would like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. MasterOfTheGameProject.com, a blog dedicated to learning more about our favorite hobby, specifically the people who create the adventures that us gamers love to play. The Deck of Many, making quick reference cards for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, including weapons, NPCs, monsters, and spells, among others. Pre-order your animated spell cards today at deckofmany.com. Tabletop Loot, some of the best quality and best priced dice that we at the family that games together have ever seen. Find them at tabletoploot.com. One can never have too many dice. And the Nerd Asylum, a group of amazing people playing a wonderful campaign called the Autumnford Chronicles. Check them out at thenerdasylum.com. To find out more about becoming a sponsor for the family that games together, head over to our Patreon at the D&D Grandma on Patreon. A pledge of just $1 a month gets you access to Patreon exclusive content, including interviews with the players, narrated fanfiction, and other goodies. Thank you for listening, and keep on rolling.